We good to go? I think we are. Yep. Okay. So my name's Greg Worley, market professional with primarily mini hydraulic excavators. Mini hydraulic excavators cover from 1 to 10 ton. However, this show, Equip Expo, this is Cat Compact world, okay? Because all we have here is the Cat Compact construction equipment. The mini excavators, the skid steers, CTLs, and the compact wheel loaders. Both inside and outside, we are Cat Compact construction equipment. And that's what you're going to see here. So we're targeting and aiming towards that landscaper, that hardscaper. 2 weeks ago, we were here for the utility customer. When it comes to mini excavator, we are wildly versatile. We participate in nearly every application that you can possibly think of. Landscaping, hardscaping, utilities, water, sewer, power, land clearing, general construction, you name it, a mini excavator gets involved. And then it's complemented by the CTLs and skid steers, which are also now next gen as well. So it's bringing the family together, and we've got the next gen compact wheel loaders as well. Now, the next gen MHEs, which we're now going to focus on, we are 7 years since we launched the very first next gen MHE. We launched that 7 years ago with industry first features such as stick steer, cruise control, sealed and pressurized cab, unequaled performance when it comes to lifting, multifunction, and doing everything that a mini can does. So we're still here and we're still talking to you guys because we put in technology in these machines. We told you 7 years ago, these are smart machines. We got more ability to keep expanding upon the platform that these machines operate on. After we launched Next Gen, we talked to you about ease of use on the 6 to 10 ton machines. Well, the machine behind me is now the Next Gen 305 with ease of use. So we're bringing ease of use for Indicate and E-Fence to the 5 ton platform in both cab and canopy. We don't have canopy machines on those larger machines. So this canopy machine is also fitted with a touchscreen monitor that you need to operate ease of use. If you don't know exactly what ease of use is, please get with me afterwards and I can give you a more in-depth conversation about ease of use. Now, as well as adding ease of use, we're adding a laser catcher, the relationship to the tripod to the machine. We're adding the laser catcher option for the 5 to 10 ton machines. Ease of use works great. It's site reference, but when you move over a large job site, there is a compounding error. You sit still and never move, you're going to be dead nuts accurate. Yes, that is a Greg Worley quote, dead nuts accurate, okay? When you start moving around, you have to reach your last good bit of trench. So we got some skeptics out there. Hey, how can ease of use possibly work? There's no laser, there's no GPS. We've done very well with ease of use since we introduced it, but now we're going to the next step. We're not going to full cat grade or any of those other grade control manufacturers out there. We're just taking one little step by introducing a laser. So now we can move around that job site and that beam never changes. So our reference point is now static. That gives customers a little bit more satisfaction, security, comfort, knowing that they can't go wrong. So that's where we're going, and we're able to do that because of the platform technology of these machines. I'm also going to stand here and talk about some of the other machines that we'll walk over and look at the moment, but right behind me through there is the Next Gen 303.5. That's been on the market for about 3 years. We introduced that machine. We thought we did well. The machine has done well, but we're Caterpillar. We always feel we can push the envelope and do something more. I've talked about the base technology on the Next Gen range of machines. Sometimes I feel like a Formula One racing driver. I can sit in these Next Gen machines by technicians on laptops, makes the thing go faster, slower, burn a lot of fuel, burn less fuel. What we're looking is get the optimal performance of power and efficiency for the customer. Always felt the 3.5 ton machine was okay, but we could do better. In January this year, when it was really cold in North Carolina, we put the 3.5 ton machine through its paces, the current production machine that we'd had for 3 years with our engineers, and our engineers reimagined with making no hardware changes, all with software changes. They've reimagined the 3.5 ton machine to have 25% faster transient speed. When I say faster transient speed, I'm not talking about top speed. I'm talking about how we get from 0 to 60. Yes, I'm a marketing guy. We don't go 60 miles an hour. We go 3.5 miles an hour, downwind on a hill if we're lucky. But when you're moving quicker and you're more agile and you're moving this, when you're moving, you're not producing. So if you get to when you want to use the linkage and move dirt, it increased our productivity by 35% against our previous model that we thought we were okay with. So we're now promoting what we can do with the next gen technology on these machines. Because with all the next gen machines from 1.5 to 10 ton, we have what we call a smart pump, a pump with a brain. Let's keep it simple. Everybody runs a variable margin load system piston pump today, but our pump has a brain. This machine, 3.5 ton machine, all the machines know ambient temperature, machine temperatures, AC load, hydraulic load. It even knows what altitude it is sitting at. And give you a little bit of sort of engineering talk, all engines have a lug curve, okay? As you go altitude or as you lug the engine down, you start to lose power. Our pump is smart. Wherever the lug curve goes, our pump stays with it. It gives us full-time efficiency and then power when you need it. One of the unique things about the next gen range of mini hydraulic excavators. So that technology on board allows us to have the stick steer, the cruise control, ease of use, and then it allows us to tweak the software in the machine just like a Formula One car to give exceptional power, performance, and efficiency to the customer. And that's what we're doing with the 3.5 ton machine. Over on the far side there, we got the next gen 305. We put a lot of social media posts out there yesterday and people say, hey, what's the most fun thing people can do on the CAT stand? It's over there. Play Lincoln logs with the next gen 305 with the CAT 306 rotating grapple. You can move those logs. Mary, who's running that station for us, she spent 4 hours on it yesterday morning. I had to chuck her off and say, like, enough is enough, Mary. But she loves playing over there. And then behind me, once again, we're doing things a little bit differently. Gets a little bit confusing because we got rid of the CDFG nomenclature on machines, but the next gen 308 behind me in the top here, that is the next series. So if you look at the serial number plate, the previous next gen when we launched it was an 07, we're now on to 08. So if you're imagining it like going from F series to G series, okay? So that one over there, what have we introduced on the 08 version of the 308? We've introduced, most importantly, an angle blade for the very first time on the 8-ton platform on a CAT machine. So we now have an angle blade. People love playing with the angle blade out there. Also on the machine, we've got a brand new bucket, 60-inch power tilt bucket. We've never had a power tilt bucket on the 8-ton machine before. Once again, giving customers more flexibility and versatility on the machine. We're also looking at safety. On our 10-ton 08 machine, which is a fixed boom machine, we're putting a side camera on as standard. The blind side, same as in football. You got a blind side on excavators, operator sits on one side, a lot of machine on the right. We now have a camera standard on the fixed boom of the 310. On the 308, 309, you can get that same side camera, but it's an option on the machine. We also look at that versatility as well for customers. We're now going to offer the ability to add a third aux to the 8 to 10 ton machines. Okay, hydromechanical tools are getting more complex. Sometimes they want to rotate, tilt, and cut. And they don't want to go into the world of tilt rotate systems. But we have now the ability to add third aux to these machines. And then finally, you may have noticed I've tried to avoid using the term 7 ton or 307.5. We have actually phased out the next gen 307.5 in North America. We are replacing it with the 308 fixed boom compact radius machine. So what was the 7.5 ton machine is now going to be an 8 ton. It's going to be on the same platform as our swing boom machine. So same engines, same hydraulics, same ability to run those hydromechanical tools. And now the customer can decide, do they want a fixed boom or do they want a swing boom? What is their application? What is their need? So that has just gone into production, and that will be landing here at the start of 2026, the next gen 308 fixed boom. So a lot going on for an MPI, which is a new product introduction from 7 years ago. We continue to rejuvenate, regenerate the product range that we have. Now, you're here for an hour. I've taken about 15 minutes so far, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so we can walk over, you can ask me questions, you can walk around the stand, you can have a look at the CTLs that we've got running. We've got the 255s doing rack and stack challenges. This first challenge right here was part of the North American Global Operator Challenge Finals in Clayton, North Carolina last month. So one of the challenges that they may have seen online is happening right there. Far side, another 255, just showing the lifting and the stability of lifting weights up to 60 inches. Behind me are the 265s, greater blade option out there, grading on there. Then we got the other 265 doing dirt work with a bucket. Out the front, we have our 285, our sort of Mac Daddy of the CTL world. We got people over there, and then we got the 908 over in the far corner. 908, great in landscaping. 906, 907, 908, also great in putting a snowplow on. Because of many of our customers here, we recognize if you're up in the north, you do landscaping part of the year, you do snow removal the other part of the year. So if there's any experts you need to see on any of those models, more than happy to take you and introduce. I know that you are very competitive people. I know you don't like asking questions out loud, but we don't know what we don't know. So if you want to ask me any questions in front of everybody, please feel free to do so, and I will answer them as truthfully and honestly as I possibly can. I am the most honest person in Caterpillar. I am a Louisianan. I was born in Louisiana. That's the most honest thing I'm going to tell you today. Any questions?